So as we discussed in the last class, if bases are equal, then we need to equalize the powers. So if a power m is equals to a power n, then m is equals to n. If powers are equal, then we need to equalize the bases. We have these two laws to solve exponential equations as well exponential inequations also. And these two laws of exponents are used to solve what I said, exponential equations, and these laws have some restrictions, and now I am going to discuss those restrictions. Whenever you think about this first law, if bases are equal, then the law says that automatically we need to equalize the powers. Okay, in that, the first idea 7a, I am going to discuss different ideas in that 7a. First one, for suppose if you have, as we discussed in the last class, 7 power x is equals to 7 power 5. For suppose if you have like this, 7 power x is equals to 7 power 5, then automatically we will write that the value of x is 5, as we discussed. In the same way, see, since the bases are equal, we are just equalizing the powers. In the same way, for suppose 1 power 6 is equals to what? What you say about 1 power 6? It is clearly 1, right? What you say about 1 power 100? It is also clearly 1, right? These two are always equal, we know it. See, if 1 power 6 is equals to 1 power 100, then what will happen? Since bases equal, we need to equalize the powers. That in the sense, 6 will become equals to 100. Is it right? If I have 6 rupees and my friend have 100 rupees, is the amounts both same? No. This is a contradictory idea. And why it happens? It happens only because if you treat the base as 1. So, to avoid that contradiction, base is equals to a, that should be not equals to 1. So, this law is acceptable if base is not equals to 1. If base is equals to 1, this law fails. In the same way, what I am saying is, see, third one of 7a, okay, you just treat it like 7a and then third one. I am just handling restrictions on these laws. For suppose if I have 0 power 7 is equals to 0 power 2021. Are they both same or not? You just check. I am just writing this. Is it right or not? Okay. We know that 0 power 7 is equals to 0 power 2021. Why? Because 0 power 7 is multiplying 0 for 7 times. It is 0. 0 power 2021 is multiplying 0 for 2021 times. And since these two are equal, as per this law, since here bases equal, so we need to equalize the powers. 7 is equals to 2021. Is it right? 7 is equals to 2021. I have 7 points and my friend have 2021 points. Are they both same? No. This is wrong. Why this contradictory arise? Because of this particular law. Because of the usage of this particular law. And so, 0 is not acceptable for this base. So, we need to avoid. So, base is equals to a, which is not equals to 0 also. Okay. And the fourth restriction is, the fourth thing, for suppose just think about minus 1. What you say about minus 1 power 4? Multiplying minus 1 for 4 times. Minus 1 into minus 1 into minus 1 into minus 1, which is 1. And minus 1 power 100, or you may say 1000. 1000 is an even number. Again, if you multiply minus 1 for 1000 times, you will get 1 only, right? And so you will confirm that minus 1 power 4 is equals to minus 1 power 1000. But since base is equal, we need to equalize the powers. That implies 4 is equals to 1000. But this is again a wrong idea, right? I have 4 apples in my bag and my friend have 1000 apples. Are they both same? No. Why this contradictory arises? Because I am taking the base as minus 1. Therefore, base is equals to a, which is not equals to minus 1. From this discussion, see, you need to memorize that base is not equals to 1, base is not equals to 0, base is not equals to minus 1. Only we have these three restrictions. At the end, what I conclude is this first law, a power m is equals to a power n, then m is equals to n is acceptable if a not equals to 0, 1, -1. 0, 1 and -1 are not acceptable in the place of a. all other numbers are acceptable, all other real numbers are acceptable, not only integers, fractions also acceptable for A to accept this particular law. Is it right? Just have a look, and these are the restrictions on 7A. And I will give you restrictions on the 7B, and the next point we are going to do some problems. Just observe it carefully, okay? Don't get any confusion here. What I am saying is this first law, if bases equal, then powers will become equal. That law is acceptable for all the bases, for all the numbers in the place of A, except these three. What are these three? 1 and 0 minus 1. What I am saying is, here 7 power x is equals to 7 power 5, then we will write x is equals to 5. That's a good thing. For suppose, I will mention fifth one here. For suppose if I have 1 power x is equals to 1 power 5. If 7 power x is equals to 7 power 5, we will write x is equals to 5. If 1 power x is equals to 1 power 5, then what you say about the value of x? That x may be 5, maybe 4, maybe 3, maybe 2. From there, directly we can't say that x has 5. From there, we can't say directly x has 5. X may be 5. X may be 4 also. X may be 3 also. Okay. So, for this case, if base is equals to 1, directly we can't find out the value of x. But if base is not equals to 1, then we have a chance to find out the x value directly. Okay. That's the thing. This is 7a, and then you just think about 7b. Okay. I am just erasing this. Just think about 7b. I will give you some restrictions on 7b now. Okay. Seven B. Okay. What is 7b? Here we need to discuss, if powers are equal, then bases will become equal. If powers are equal, then bases will become equal. You just think about it. For suppose if I have x power 7 is equals to something, you may say x power 7 is equals to 9 power 7. Then what you will say? X power 7 is equals to 9 power 7. Powers are equal here. Then directly we will write that x is equals to 9. Happy. We are finding x. But see, observe here. 0 power, you may say any number. Some 0 power 17 is equals to 0 power 200. Is it true or not? 0 power 17 is always 0. 0 power 200 is always 0. Since those two are equal, then as per this law, we need to write that. See what we need to use? Okay. Powers I have to use. Powers should be equal, right? Okay. So I have to use this particular thing. That in the sense, powers are equal, bases are different. Okay. I will use this. Something like 17 power 0 and 200 power 0. What you say about 17 power 0? Anything to the power 0 is 1, right? So 17 power 0 is 1. What you say about this 200 power 0? That is also 1. So this is 1, that is 1, these two are equal, this is always true, we know it. Now if you apply this second law, powers are equal, then according to this we will write that 17 is equals to 200. But 17 is equals to 200 is a wrong idea. Why this wrong arises? Because we are using the second law. So we need to avoid that power can't be 0. Therefore, power not equals to 0. This law is acceptable if power is a non-zero number. Okay, this is one restriction. And the other restriction is, if power is even, what will happen? If power is even, then what will happen? If power is even, then sometimes this law fails. What I am saying is, you just think about it. If power is even, you need to think about the thing. What will happen? Yeah. Something, for suppose if I have x power 4 is equals to 16. X power 4 is equals to 16. Or you may say x power 4 is equals to 2 power 4. Then what you say about the value of x? If x power 4 is equals to 2 power 4. If x power 4 is equals to 2 power 4, this can be written in two ways. X power 4 is equals to 2 power 4 or x power 4 is equals to minus 2 power 4. minus 2 power 4 is also again 2 power 4 only. That in the sense you may say x is equals to 2 or x is equals to minus 2. We have two possibilities for x if power is even. Okay, in all remaining cases, okay, fourth one, in all other cases, this law is acceptable. In all other cases, this law is acceptable. Actually, to solve the problems, no need this much of discussion. Okay, just we need to observe these laws and that's enough, right? But to solve some particular problems, advanced level problems, we need to have an idea about these restrictions also. What are the restrictions on the second law? If power is 0, then the law is not acceptable. If power is even, law is acceptable but in a different way, because here x will give you two different answers. In all other cases, this law is acceptable. Okay, just observe this. So look at the board. I have four simple problems related to the two laws what I mentioned. See, if base is equal, then we need to equalize the powers. If powers equal, then we need to equalize the bases. Using those two basic laws of exponents, now I am going to solve these questions. You just look at the first problem. 27 power x is equals to 9 by 3 power x. Okay? 27 power x is equals to 9 by 3 power x, and then we need to find the value of x. See, for this type of problems, we need to convert everything with base 3. Okay? We need to convert everything with the smallest base. Here the base is 3, right? You just try to convert everything with base 3. That's one idea. Or the other idea is this is 27 power x, this is 3 power x. So do cross multiplication. What will happen? 27 power x into 3 power x is equals to 9. Is there anything wrong? Just a simple cross multiplication. And you know, by the laws of exponents what I mentioned in 6th point. See, multiplication sign is there, x. So you just pick out the x out. Okay. 27 into 3 whole to the power x is equals to 9. What you say about 27 into 3? 27 into 3 is 81. Okay. And that 81 can be written as 9 square. 9 square to the power x is equals to 9. And here a power m to the power n, then that is equals to 9 power 2x, that is equals to 9 power 1. And since bases are equal, then you need to equalize the powers. 2x is equals to 1. From there the value of x is equals to 1 by 2. This is the way to solve. And if you are perfect at the laws of exponents, you may go in different ways also. Okay. Once again, you just observe the problem. 27 power x is equals to 9 by 3 power x. Do cross multiplication. Product of these two is equals to 9. And this is 27 into 3 to the power x. That is equals to 9. We know it as 81. Write it like 9 square. And by the law of exponents, this is 9 power 2x and 9 power 1. Then at the end, x is equals to 1 by 2. That's the problem. Everybody have a look. Okay, now just think about the second problem. Second one is also very simple one. Okay. Q by p to the power 1 minus 2y is equals to p by q. So how to solve? See, it's very simple. First of all, just observe the problem. Q by p to the power 1 minus 2y is equals to p by q. See, we know that if bases equal, then we need to equalize the powers. Our target is to find the value of y. So I need to make bases to become equal. And for that, here the base is q by p, but here the base is p by q. So you just try to convert this p by q also as a base of q by p. How to convert? See, very simple. Okay, you just rewrite the left side part as it is. Q by p to the power 1 minus 2y. And that is equals to, here it is p by q, okay? And I will rewrite this p by q as q by p to the power minus 1. I said in fourth point, if the power of a number is minus 1, we will write its reciprocal. Since it is given as p by q, its reciprocal is q by p to the power minus 1. This q by p to the power minus 1 is p by q only. And so if you look both sides, bases are equal. Since bases are equal, we need to equalize the powers. 1 minus 2y is equals to minus 1. Why 1 minus 2y is equals to minus 1? Since bases are equal. Okay. From there we need to calculate the value of y. Send this minus 1 this side, becomes 2 is equals to 2y. And at the end your answer for the y is 1. There ends the problem. Simple logic here involved is writing b by q as q by p to the power minus 1. That simple idea easily solves this particular problem. Have a look. Right, then think about C. 7 power j is equals to 2401. 7 power j is equals to 2401. I mentioned you in the first class to learn the values of all the powers like 7 power 1, 7 power 2, 7 power 3, 7 power 4, 8 power 1, 8 power 2. If you memorize all these values, then it is easy to answer all these questions. And this is 7 power j is equals to 7 power 4. Okay, 2401 is the value of 7 power 4. Okay, 7 power 1 is 7, 7 power 2 is 49, 7 power 3 is 343 and 7 power 4 is 2401. So here bases are equal, then directly you will mention that j is equals to 4. There is the problem. Direct problem, very simple. And then you just think about d bit. What is this d? 97 to the power 40 minus 12 is equals to 1. See, I need to find the value of t. Since I am going to find the value of t, okay, I need to rewrite this one with the base as 97. Here 1 is given, but this side base is 97. So our task is to rewrite that 1 as base with 97. So 97 power 42 minus 12 is equals to 97 power 0. 97 power 0 is 1 only, right? So the given problem is simply this one. We need to identify. We need to observe 1 as 97 power 0. And here since bases are equal, you just equalize the powers. So 42 minus 12 is equals to 0. And since 40 minus 12 is equals to 0, and so the value of t is equals to 3, there is the problem. Okay, just note down. Just look there on the board. I mentioned you 2 more problems, E and F. Okay, you just try to answer those 2 questions. These problems are also simple. Try once and then I will discuss. Just observe the next 2 problems, E and F. Right? See, these 2 problems are looking similar, but there is a magic between these 2 problems. See, you just observe this. Here the power is odd number, here the power is even number. What? 2021 is odd, 100 is even. Okay, right. You just observe that first. Okay, I will solve first E bit. You just think about E, yeah, and it is given that P minus 9 to the power 2021 is equals to 1. Our task is to find the value of P, and that's why we need to rewrite this 1 with 2021 as a power. So P minus 9 to the power 2021 is equals to 1 power 2021. Is there anything wrong? Nothing. Okay, because 1 power 2021 is 1 only. And now here observe the powers, they are equal, right? See, so we need to equalize the bases. P minus 9 is equals to 1. Why P minus 9 is equals to 1? Then since powers are equal, what are the powers? 2021. Since they are equal, bases should equal. P minus 9 is equals to 1 and the value of P is 10. There ends the problem. Right? So, but when you think about the next one, here the power is an even number 100. This 1 can be written as 1 power 100 as well minus 1 power 100 also. Okay, and so this problem will give you 2 answers. I will discuss, no problem. First of all, you just observe this and I will erase it and I will handle this F bit. Okay, just look here. See, I am going to erase these problems for space. Yeah, and I will discuss F here. Okay, here if you look, a plus 4 to the power 100 is equals to 1 as given. And our target is to find the value of a. Okay, you just think about this 1. This is 1 only. Our target is to find a So we need to write this one as a power of 100, as the exponent with power 100. That's why this 1 can be written in two ways. 1 power 100 or minus 1 power 100 also. Minus 1, if you multiply for 100 times, it gives you 1 only. 1, if you multiply for 100 times, it gives you 1 only. Since 100 is even, this minus 1 power 100 is also 1. But here in this case, since 2021 is odd, here minus 1 power 2021 is not acceptable. That's what I am saying. Okay? And now at the end I have two possibilities here. Either a plus 4 to the power 100 is equals to 1 power 100, or the other possibility a plus 4 to the power 100 is equals to minus 1 power 100. We have two possibilities here. Okay? From this possibility I have a plus 4 is equals to 1, and from this possibility a plus 4 is equals to minus 1. Powers equal, equalize the bases. Powers equal, equalize the bases. And from this the value of a is 1 minus 4 minus 3. And from this the value of a is minus 1 minus 4 minus 5. So at the end we have two possibilities for a. One thing is minus 3 and the other thing is minus 5. But whereas this problem has only one answer. Okay, that's what I mentioned you in restrictions of 7b. If the power is an odd number, we will get one value. If power is an even number, we will get two values for the unknown constant, unknown variable. Okay, just have a look. Just look here. I have here a is equals to minus 3 or a is equals to minus 5. And if you have any confusion, there is a possibility to check whether our answers are right or wrong. Okay? Okay, usually you learn this way of checking from simple equations. Check. How to check? A is equals to minus 3 or a is equals to minus 5. Replace a with minus 3 in the given problem. Okay? If a is equals to minus 3, you just check. Okay? Replace a with minus 3. Minus 3 plus 4 to the power 100 is equals to 1. Minus 3 plus 4 is 4 minus 3 is 1. 1 power 100 is equals to 1. You know that 1 power 100 is equals to 1. So 1 is equals to 1. Correct. Both sides are balanced if a is equals to minus 3. So actually there ends the problem. Your answer is minus 3 or minus 5. But this is a way of checking. Okay. And the next thing, if a is equals to minus 5. If a is equals to minus 5, then again check. If a is equals to minus 5, replace a with minus 5. Minus 5 plus 4 to the power 100 is equals to 1. And minus 5 plus 4 is minus 1, right? Minus 1 to the power 100 is equals to 1. And multiplying minus 1 power 100 times is again 1 is equals to 1. Both sides are balanced. And since both sides are balanced, a is equals to minus 5 is also one of our answer. So at the end, these are the answers by solving. And if you wish to check whether they are correct or not, you just go with this way of checking. Okay? And I will give you some problems now to practice. And I will discuss those solutions in the next class. Okay, so with the help of all different laws of exponents and problems which we discussed, you just try to solve these three problems for next class. And I will start my next class with the solutions of these problems and I will continue. Okay, and that's for the class.